There we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to Metaphor. 2 days till we go to the final departure. And I figured out where we actually get the freaking royal classes. We have to talk to more to unlock them. You know, that one dude who we basically don't need to talk to anymore?
I've been waiting.
Yeah, wicked. The printer, the power within your way of life has influenced even your allies, and now signs of a power beyond imagination presents themselves. So now the royal archetypes are now available.
Welcome.
There it is. So he needs to master Samurai, and he also needs to master Warlord. Oh yeah. Vulcanberg needs to master Paladin, get Dark Knight to 15, and then Elemental Master to 15. I thought you actually had a full-on Master Dark Knight, but I guess not. Already well on our way to doing that, though. Thunderstrike Thrust is also really good anyway. Might as well finish that, I guess. Izme. The bullshit. Ninja 20. Dragoon 15 and Tycoon 15. Yeah, that's right. He also needs freaking level 10 commander before he can become a Tycoon too. Why does he have to go through so many freaking classes compared to everybody else just to get his? Admittedly, he does have one of the best skills. Yeah, right here. Depletes all of an enemy's turn icons if their attack is dodged. Pretty sure on like the harder difficulties this is almost a necessity. Just because like on hard and above, and bosses just get more freaking turns. He also has a heavy slash wall enemies, may one hit kill. Really increase Sukukaja. I guess that's a better steal. Alright. It also does start with some decent skills on him, too. Royal Mass Dancer is definitely one of the easier ones. I don't know, it just kind of feels like Juna naturally goes into it with her stuff. You're still needing to a whole lot of levels in Trickster before we can do that, since that needs to be mastered. Unfortunately, doesn't really have that much to it. This is nice, but it's also, like, doesn't really get moves, you know? He has the induce weakness skills, but those are better suited for when you're using... That's all she gets, the hell? Anyway, it's better used on, like, the other synthesis skills I've been using to, like, force ailment onto an enemy along with the attack, like Wanton Destruction. It's a blunt attack that induces a weakness to blunt, so it's kind of self-sustaining. Way better than just casting it on the enemy. Yufa actually learns frickin' skills. I never got this before, so I don't know if, like, any of the other mass transfer? Kinda sucks that this kinda ruins the mage class, though, just because it has so much good variety to it. I mean, it's got dark fire, lightning, light, ice, another fire. It's also got a full recovery from death ability. Royal Berserker. Oh yeah, he just gets that as a skill, so yeah, that's actually pretty good. Also nice, we don't really have that many of like the 2 rank decreases. He also has his own ignore resistance move, and plus 30% strike. I think this means that it doesn't even, like, you know how it goes all like flashy for a half press turn? I think it means it doesn't even do that. Like a free turn, I think. I don't think he, yeah. Guess he got the exact same synthesis moves. Oh yeah, that's all the royals. Oh yeah, he needs to freaking master martial artist. This isn't happening without grinding. He would also have to be starting from the very freaking bottom, which, makes things a bit difficult. Which is why, in my research for this, apparently nobody really, like, levels up their classes in the class. Because, like, well, you know how we get, like, the Leaves of Light whenever we get, like, another rank fill thing on our mastered classes? Apparently that's, like, the rank meter thing is exactly 1000 archetype XP. So you're really losing nothing by doing it that way. Which is so weird to me. It's like, I don't know, it's like you're not really having to put the work into it? I mean, you're still trying to level, but it also means... oh, it's so conflicting. It's like you don't have to put up with some of the weaker stuff in order to actually get up there, but you're also not, like, using the class to get attached to it, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Any wizard ones, huh? The masks are also really questionable for Yuna's class, unfortunately. The problem... wait, Royal Mass Dancer only? Okay. Interesting. But, like, the problem with the Mass Dancer stuff is the fact that, like, you're using up your accessory slot for that. And we kinda need those so that we can use stuff like, you know, the freaking utilitarian manuals. It's just kinda like, eh? I'm not entirely certain what the idea was here. Okay, so everything from here down is only used by a Devil Summoner. Sure, let's grab Beelzebub. I'm pretty sure that's Beelzebub. This is Tyrant. Well, is it? Yep, it's Beelzebub. Called it. It's for light. Oh, it's for Lakshmi. Oh, I think I actually can get all of the elite ones here. Wait, that one's for... is that Vishnu? Or... I'm pretty sure that's not Asra. No, it's not Asra. Huh. Cerberus. Yep. Hey, Serby. I'm pretty sure that's Kahulin. Icardia, I think, is this one. Yep. What is this? Mothman? Already? Got all the elite summons, now I'm just missing 3 normal summons, huh? those guys. Wait, do I actually have enough to get all of them now? Huh. Yep, we got one of each. Nice.
Oh, you'll come. Alright.
Alright, before we go off to the final dungeon, we're going to be trying out something else that I'm not entirely certain that my team is properly set up for, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Right now, shouldn't I?
So, you got a plan? Now then.
Alright, but which
Here,
one?
going off. Come on, it's got light.
Let's see.
Okay, then we need to go to Brylehaven then.
That's where it's your call. Let's move.
We can change the freaking weather.
Alright then. Go. Welcome! What do you think?
I think it's 20 he wants for this.
Where to?
Let's go.
They did actually go fight the dragons. My god, it's so much easier this go around since I actually have more than one utilitarian manual.
Leave it. The weather. Will that be all?
Wait, that's inspired blind faith.
Hey. The weather.
Let's
Oh, Dragon Temple's fine.
Alright then.
And apparently the boss fight you unlock from beating those dragons is up here. Most of my strategy for like the boss fights was basically like at the start, Heisme. Yeah, Formation of Vigors. I also gave Heisme. He's got the Dodger Ring, which is like the Royal Ninja special effect. Stroll. Yeah, I changed this to Slash. Because, sweet Jesus, Peer the Stone Cleaver does ridiculous damage. Especially with Beloved Greatsword equipped. And Rion, well, he uses Hero's Cry to like give us a whole bunch of extra turns at the start too. So yeah.
Ah, capital. Everyone's here. Now then.
let's see. So, oh, it's your call.
So we... What to pick?
What do you want to do? Well then.
I've been praying for Basilio to get more MP. This is some of the lowest MP of our group.
Altar of the Dragon God Et. The dragon though that the gaunt.
I sense something. My brother! You find your cohort is with you, I see. Came here for a bit of business, but gotta look like you Look about you that says something just happened. There too, something going on at the
Yes.
temple. A strong presence of Magnus coming from the Dragon Temple, stronger than any I've ever sensed before. And the presence of Dragon God Et would pale in comparison. People are growing anxious. There have been talks about whether or not to send soldiers to the temple. It may have something to do with that. Seems an explanation is in order.
I see.
Dragon, so a seal's been broken and something was unleashed within the temple. So said our fairy guide. Any clues on that? Fairy.
If that's the case...
There are legends in the distant past. Our ancestor was guided by a fairy to receive the lands from the Dragon God. I haven't seen a fairy on this island in a great many years. All this time I assumed it was a metaphor. A fairy, could it be? Whatever the case, this newly arrived presence hardly seems friendly.
Certainly so.
We were told that would be a final trial, after all. A dragon, or perhaps something even more fearsome, surely awaits us.
Right then.
Let him come. If we went to the trouble of breaking that seal, it'd be a shame if we didn't get to see what's behind it, eh?
Right.
That's your duty fulfilled, right? Damn right, that's the spirit.
Actually,
Mother, might you leave resolving the incident to us?
Thanks.
Understood. You're our island's savior, so it's neither within reason nor my authority to stop you. It's been a short while, but you become so much more reliable, sister.
Is that all right?
Joan, if the trial were to ask you what would be required to guide a hero, how would you respond? Realistically, you are fighting Louis for the throne, thus allow me to pose the question, what qualities are desired in a king? Alright, very binary here.
That's...
It's a resolve to help anyone in need, no matter what. See, and yet bear in mind that there is a difference between helping anyone and saving everyone. Many would dismiss the latter as
I
fantasy. As you say, that is precisely why a ruler must have such resolve. A king must have faith in the salvation of all, even when people cannot.
Be careful.
That I shall return to the island, my worries assuaged. I shall pray for your success in the
I'm
trial.
quite grateful.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Gotta make sure we're ready, Rio, and let's take extra care with our preparation this time. Where exactly do we need to go for this trial? My voice toils out. Welcome, ye conquerors of the Trial of the Dragon. Thy company must descend into the depths of this ancient city, to the altar. Okay, it's at the very bottom. Thou show us a truly heroic soul, then the forbidden power enshrined here shall be thine.
Well,
I suppose we have to reach the point of the Tower's convergence. Protected by the Dragon of the Lands, they must mean the altar. No, duh. They might as well check it out.
Huh?
It was that our little fairy friend. Hell, you mean don't? You're the one that called us here in the first place.
That can't be.
Search the Magda, what is happening? Gotta get out of here, please. It's by your effort that the seal is lifted, but the power that was slumbering here has changed. Nothing short of a calamity now. Gotta escape this place. If it tries, I'll put a stop to it, even if it costs me my life. The fire prudent that you have that makes it appear you have to survive.
Wait.
So it would say that quality was something terrible and unexpected, wouldn't you? Said you'd stop it even if it cost her life. She planning to sacrifice herself? She can't just gut punch us like that and leave us moping around. I ain't turning tail on this. Forget it. What began as a trial of strength for us has ended up a rescue for another. You come this far, and I'll not turn away without finding out what's waiting at the end. Agreed. After all we've achieved, should be nigh immune to fear. We came here prepared for a trial, did we not?
So,
Yet take heed. I'm not saying we should underestimate the oncoming challenge. Be on your guard, Rion.
So apparently...
What do you think? Then... Okay.
Where to?
Wait, whoops. Got him mashed.
Let's rest.
Wrong one.
Oh, you'll come again.
damn it.
Where to?
Ready?
Yeah.
This is the place.
By the foot Magla here, imagine this is the place where the trial waits.
Why?
Did you come here? I warned you to stay away.
Leave it to me.
Revocature, it's just another part of the trial. Did warn us, and I believe you when you say it's dangerous, all the more reasons we couldn't abandon you. Are your lives away for the sake of a stranger? You're not a stranger.
Yes.
Of a helping hand to anyone in need. That's what this lad's been saying ever since the day we met. He's gotten us into trouble, let me tell you, but really people put their burdens on him because he's the kind of person you can believe in. It's thee who have conquered the Trial of the Dragon heroes.
No!
Magla, no, it's going to materialize. Heroes of this world, I bid thee welcome. Thou hast come seeking a forbidden power that be thy legacy. For thou who seekest power, I bestow upon thee death. As the forbidden power I must grant. Oh no, it's evil me. This should have been an SMT fight. You know, like how they bring in like Demi-Fiend in like SMT5, etc. Just like, Rio, what is that thing? You can say this is the true dragon. The form of a person, our captain at that. We came this far, defeat 3 bloody dragons, and he wants to offer us death. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. Yet here's the most powerful of dragons who serve the heroes of Eld. These heroes would go on to become the progenitor sovereigns of the 3 kingdoms. Shu, Wu, and Wei? There's the power of destruction. Brought forth for the word destruction. Okay, that sentence feels wrong. I don't know, sounded like it was originally a power of annihilation brought forth for the War of Destruction. I kinda feel like that would be better. This trial was supposed to gauge if you were a rightful inheritor. Not the Guardian once knew, it's changed beyond all recognition, I had no idea. I am as constant as I am eternal. Dragons are naught but the embodiment of threats beyond thy control. And the greatest threat that mortals of this age face no longer the rage of nature. It is the tumult of emotion born from within this torrent. Within that torrent into the world is a fetid miasma. I hope that some hero shall be thy savior, and thy strife personified. Motion me as our fear and desire to be saved from it that will be our end, and you are that embodiment. That is why you take the form of the hero? And can no longer manage the anxiety that accompanies all magic. The hero who attempts to bring that to heel will only become destroyer again. That's not true. On what grounds dost thou object? Very well, come, vanquish the tainted stream thy existence hath burst. So good, we can't reason with it.
I mean...
Then hang back, we'll beat some reason into him.
How about you?
If you finally understand why these trial tests is with the slaying of dragons. Or prove we're stronger, anything less is not even a choice, right, Your Highness?
Of course.
I said it better myself. Here it comes, brace yourselves. What is that battle stance, Juna?
You look just like us.
I'll use what I must.
Well, we're not. Come on, help me out.
But my face.
No thanks. Much thanks.
Let's make an end of it.
It's up to you now.
Let's do this!
Be neither timid. Now
How much
accept
damage
your
I was thinking
fate.
it was going to do.
That all you have?
Let's do this together.
Helpful as ever. My thanks.
No problem, because I do not have like the really good setups that some people use. Like, I haven't done stuff like mastering freaking, Wait, what?
Suppose this
So
is
many
it.
people knocked out here. You gotta get back on track, or this'll get ugly.
The shame.
Okay, then. What?
Will you?
What now?
This might be why. Better run for him. You doing, Kiba? Juna. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's not a bad one. What are you doing, Kiba? Up.
Ready?
Yeah.
Do I think he insta-killed us because I had something that reflected? Because these bosses hate that.
Why? Leave it to me.
Hey,
Of course.
They look just like us.
Now we strike.
Well, we're not losing to fate. This'll be over soon. No one here fights alone.
It's so safe.
helpful as ever.
Quite a boon.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back.
Let's make an end of it.
Give it all you've got.
You think I'll use what I must. How disappointing.
Persona Master!
But my team knew you'd help.
But thanks. Much thanks.
Control there.
It's okay. Vitus power. Is there another way? Come forth, Royal Soul. I'm all prepared.
Not sure if this is actually stronger than the normal one.
Let's get on with it.
I'd like to have myself.
I see your game.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Ninja.
What's this weird stat ups? Huh?
That all you have?
Let's do this together.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Let's stay calm.
God damn it. For some reason I thought I had multiples I could use it.
Is the
We're
ninja.
not losing to fakes. Personal now for a grand maneuver.
Whoops, Rion is the only one you can combine with.
Helpful as ever.
My thanks.
No.
Let us clean up. Now accept your fate.
No one here fights alone.
But thanks. Much thanks.
Vitus power. This is it.
It is actually weaker if it's not the combo version.
They look just like us.
I'll use what I
We're
must.
not losing to fate. Behold this power. No one here fights alone.
Let's try to help.
Helpful as ever. Much thanks.
I will. Let's work together.
I
Oh,
shall
wait.
fight us then. I think I know what needs to be
I
done.
need distance.
They look just like
You're
us.
just completely flubbing all my moves here.
Not losing
I'll
to
use
fate.
what I must.
Don't. I call upon a royal soul.
I owe you quite a boon.
Let's get on with it.
You think yourself equal? Ninja! That all you have?
No one here fights alone.
I knew you'd help.
My thanks.
My thanks.
Lend me your strength.
Okay, here he is.
Give me your aid.
If only you would actually like crit. Dodging, huh?
Juna's knocked down. Disappointing.
Well then.
Juna's down. Someone. They look just like us.
Ninja!
We're not losing to fakes. Persona.
I might not have the best setup for this.
But I knew you'd help.
Helpful as ever.
Much thanks.
I won't hold back.
Samurai. Perhaps let's make an end of it.
Let us clip Ninja! Some darker arts.
This'll be. Come on. Follow me.
Let's head out.
We're gonna try lowering his accuracy instead this
Behold.
go around.
Let's work together.
Let's get on with it. Not good.
No.
Oh, please.
She's knocked out. Gotta wait for us.
Damn it.
Now accept your fate. No.
Does he have a defense up? But last time he did it. Interesting.
Then again,
They look just like us. Well, we're
I'll
not
use what I
losing to
must.
fakes.
Oh,
Don't. I call upon a royal soul.
I knew you'd help.
Helpful as ever.
my thanks.
Let's set it up. Maybe come forth, royal soul.
Now, give me your aid.
You think you're Ninja?
I'm beginning to see why people recommend having royal types for this fight.
This, come on. Follow me.
Let my hand help.
My thanks.
Much thanks.
We'll do this together.
After me.
God damn it.
Disappointing. Gotta wait for us.
This is really RNG dependent.
Juna's down. Someone. Wait. Get her back on her feet.
It's okay.
I have the best strat for trying this. I just figured I'd give it a shot. And yes, his weaknesses do shift every time he does this.
I see your game.
Okay? You gotta heal up. Juna's down.
Oh, now you
Someone
decide to dodge.
Get her back on her feet. You're all hurt bad.
Not good.
Anyone get on healing duty.
Night.
Everyone,
Someone get him back on his feet.
Not like this.
He's just using all the same skills here.
Not like
my
this.
God!
And also, like, I think if you take too long, he just auto-wins the fight. I think it goes through all the different types. Oh, that's annoying.
You're beyond words, scum!
Heisme's about to collapse.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's freaking boost. They give him a one-time survival thing. So blocking, like a negative thing is allowed, but
Stand
repelling
and
is
face
what's
your
not.
Punishment!
Imagine absorb probably wouldn't, although... Is there any way to actually do absorption in this game? I don't think so.
Now that's finesse. Beautiful.
Now he decides to just dodge everything.
Not like this. Someone help, please.
Oh, there's Berserker.
Blindsided! The shame!
Do not
Alrighty, well I've actually seen what the bonus boss looks like. Just head back and go to the final dungeon. I don't have all the actual, like, just, like, focusing on just, like, pumping out,
Want to
like,
go back?
like the Royal Sword
Understood.
attack. I don't have all the passives and stuff on Rion to be able to actually do that. I need to master Tycoon for, like,
Hey.
Almighty boost, etc.
Okay then. Right?
I'm going.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 2 days remain.
It's time.
Yeah.
And then. Pardon?
Oh, don't worry,
Alright.
we're not doing any of that. Unfortunately, I guess. I guess
Alright then. Let's head there right away.
conveniently the day right before the end is when everything's on discount.
Alright then.
Let's go.
Well,
Beg pardon?
Please help.
Is it Glory?
A monster.
You sound like something. Oh. Okay.
Got some free magla, move on.
alright.
Finally. You could say
Oh, whoops. Let's see, well, we've had the Lords of Oceania and Montario on board. Oh yeah, that reminds me! The Altabury region. Why didn't we have, like, you know, when we were breaking the crystals in the palace dungeon? Why wasn't there one for Altabury? It was left out for some reason. Both they're rot to the core mine, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of the principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. Let's speak out against the rioting in the cities. Should help contain the situation, if only a little. Nice work, Batlin. Not the first time I've thought this, Rion, but I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. Always had a rebellious streak, you know. I was fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that. But in the end, you did turn and face it. Yes, well, meeting you showed me what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggle deserve to know the truth, to have access to information unfettered without slant or bias.
Isn't that...
That struggle, the anxiety is what causes Magla to well up from the heart. Facing those fears what turns Magla into magic.
Yes.
Wish people could learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of. Right, but an incredibly very tiny, absolutely minuscule chance that Luis uses his brand of magic or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human. I'd rip my heart right out of my own chest. Show him then and there I'd rather die than be turned into a monster.
What?
Let's not put that into the world. Only say it because I have faith that you'll save me well before it comes to that, Your Highness.
So,
Well, tomorrow's the grand
see
finale.
you later.
Any final things to say to anyone? Best do it now. Feel free to head to your big to-do with regrets.
all good.
Yeah, why not get another chance? Why not spend time with someone?
Let's go see.
Also, wait. Is it just party members we can hang out with? I know Maria is, but she's also kind of like in the Nanako position, you know?
You sound like a damn fool. Say there.
That's it. Just please help.
Oh hey, Regina could actually be hung out with. Alright.
So,
Those Jujiv children I took seem to be regaining their spirits little by little.
Yes.
Grief of losing their parents and hometowns not easily buried, of course. But I enlisted them as my helpers might provide a welcome distractions. What are they helping with? I have no intention of putting such small children on anything dangerous. That's what I have you here for, after all. I've racked my brain trying to think of functions for an igniter that would have no use as a weapon. Lack of any ideas of my own, I asked the children. I mean, why not healing? I could open the floodgate, ideas after ideas, jet shoes based on wind propulsion, super brooms that clean the floor with water and wind magic combined.
Right.
Sounds like fun. Indeed, they dreamed up all kinds of things. Even better is all their suggestions really could help improve people's lives with a little adjustment for practicality. They'll suggest a pen that could write sparkling text, and an instrument that could play itself. Of course, that's what the point of these trifles would be. The response? It'd be fun. Worth their playthings, the thought took me entirely off guard. Their suggestions were worthless as weapons, they barely even sounded useful. I could certainly see them putting smiles on children's faces.
fair point.
Perhaps that's just what the country needs. Something good for nothing but a smile now and then. So, you're planning on opening a toy shop?
I see now.
Does sound interesting in its own quaint way. I have something broader in mind, something not limited to igniters. Magnetism dominates the country in many ways. They profit off of every destructive igniter sold. Entertainment and tools of simple utility are restricted. I'm gonna change that. I'll make the country known for better products, tools for happiness instead of violence.
Listen.
As for this country you dream of, not even set foot on the path yet. To look into the distance, you must tread many would advise against. I'll walk it beside you. Now I can count on you. Just watch. Between my connections, my tech, and business sense, it'll be a simple task. Rion, give me your hand. Now to someone without any sort of self-interested calculation. Self-interested calculation? I haven't done that since I was a child. I was too scared. Yet somehow you make it possible. My dreams, my aspirations, let this handshake be as entrusting them to you. I'll try to get some sort of place in my palm. Oh, alright.
This here.
I personally cut and polished, I'll have you know. I looked for a magnet crystal that gleams with the same clarity as your eyes. It's a meager little thing to hold, but I hope you can feel how heavy my wishes have made it. May fortune favor you. Don't die, Rion. You're hope for the children, for me, and hope is not easily replaced. The time with Brigitte talking of our hopes for change soon to come.
Oh, any one of them, too.
Oh, wait.
All right then.
Oh god, we have a whole lot of these to go through now, don't we?
It's finally.
Hey, what? Brother!
You've come.
This is my dear sister, with Rion in tow. Have you come all this way to see me? So I need to talk with you at any cost. Told to Denny about tomorrow's decisive battle against Luis. Tomorrow's finally the day, is it? Allow me to take this opportunity to speak with you. As you stop Luis and take the throne, what are your plans for what follows? Sure, you don't imagine the book will close on a happily ever after. Your people will not be a monolith. Even your supporters who agree with you have varied expectations, and those differences will drag you down. All his enemies lurk in the shadows.
Right.
And I'm prepared for that. You worry too much, Brother Rion has us with him. No matter how thorny the path he walks becomes, we are all determined to walk it beside him. Good, if you're so resolved, I have nothing further to say. With every step you take, the path bears fruit. Listen for words of our victory tomorrow, brother. We're going to survive and will certainly return to the island.
Now that you mention
Wait, it's something I wanted to give you, Rion. I'll run into the house to retrieve it. You're always in such a hurry. She'll never change. Like if after her for a long time, I think it's time to entrust that role to someone else. Really?
That's...
You say you'll trust the role to another. Who do you
Is that
mean?
all right?
Who else but you can see? I can see the way you act around you, even if I wish I couldn't. If you've been planting false expectations in my sister's head, I hope you know I won't stay quiet about it. Yeah, that's totally our relationship, right? It looks like you two are having a rousing conversation. Indeed, we're talking about the swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem the Night Sea. I was telling him that if someone were to be thrown in, they'd die instantly. Adults told me that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they'd say. I get a little pale, Rion. What's wrong? Well, don't say, didn't you say you had something to give him? Yes, I do. Here, Rion, for your hands only. The shell of a ripple snail. It's a good luck charm here on this island. Hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely. Just like how the waves return to shore, wives give these to her husband when they head out to sea. That's quite the gift. Did I say their husbands? Anyway, let's get going. We got a big day ahead of us. Gonna goodbye to a dinner, return to Grand Trad. Remember, did these items actually do anything?
Talking nonsense, you are.
What now?
There. Oh! Give stat boost to their lineage. Interesting.
I'm counting on you. I say that is enough.
At last.
Now then.
I can ask Fabienne to go all out and load us up with the extra special dishes. This is quite a grand feast. Tomorrow we battle Luis, do we not? We need to eat well and keep our spirits high. Fabienne, keep it coming if you would.
Huh?
What, mister, you ate all that meat? Served more than people usually finish too. Shall I bring out another helping? No, this was more than enough. It was great, thank you. Are you gonna fight, right? Almost correct, Miri. We're gonna fight and win, and this guy here will become king and make this a good country. A good country? The country where there's no fighting. Ah, so won't you cheer us on, Maria? Of course I'll cheer for you. Miss Fabienne will too, right? Naturally, we'll wait here with bated breath for their triumphant return, won't we? Good country. You know, Rion, if I felt even for a moment that Luis's ideology had merit, I might not be in this fight. You know, that's not the case. He desires a country where the weak and helpless are cold. Everyone would know and see that, yet do nothing. No one would benefit by saving such people. They would be written off as a loss, and yet the masses still support Luis. When did our country become so bleak? Help anyone in need started as little more than a clever campaign slogan. Thinking back, I think we all felt power in those words. Still, speaking the word is easy, but acting on them is another thing entirely, even for a king.
Right.
Right, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Huh, and that's what makes you you.
Got a moment?
Remember, the inheritance my parents left me was all the people of Halia. Their people are our greatest fortune, I will never forget that. My parents were good lords, and the people of Halia loved them for it. I truly hope with all my heart that this country becomes that and
Take
more.
this.
I want you to have this. Rested short sword. The short sword's been passed down through House Halietus for generations. Let it protect its owner. The fact I've survived until now is proof enough.
Hey,
No matter what happens tomorrow, win. Don't die. You must fight for the sake of the many lives in this
it'll be
country.
all right.
It'll be alright. I'll be right there with you. When I shared a firm oath to each other, then finished our meals. We just, I can't just do it this way, can't I? Hey, Jesus.
So,
Last
find
tomorrow, we
time.
finally decide this once and for all. I should like to talk with you about under the circumstances. Perhaps you join me outside the gate. You visited this place once before. I trust you still recall that time?
Well, sure.
Oh, with Rodanthe here.
Yes.
Indeed, and following our clash, she was taken into custody. Needs to say that Grand Trad is still plagued by rampant looting and theft. I dare say the issue is only worsened without Rodanthe present. Cause of the Crimson Sky, the fear has gotten to the people. Even the previously civically minded have gone mad. Here's a cunning beast that lurks within, fattening itself on our insecurities, only bears its fangs when we're most vulnerable. We've all become its prey. I put many beasts to the sword, yet the method for subduing the creature known as fear still eludes me. Not much we can do besides maintaining a strong heart. Strong heart, is it? That is easier said than done. In the past, there were nights where it seemed certain that the beast would devour me whole. I put myself to blame. At times, I shut my eyes to the world, fell to my own deceptions. Lived so many days in that manner, convinced that I had found strength. I had last met you, filling with our comrades, I came to know so very many people. It was only then that I understood that I was not alone. And to depend on and expect a great many things from all of you. Would you believe me if I said that on some level this brings me some shame?
No.
On the contrary, aren't you proud of who you've
Indeed.
become? Indeed, I fought so long to protect others and now find myself with allies who shield me in turn. It was an experience that made me realize all that I could not accomplish alone. Those who seek to be the sole vessel of power, such as Luis or Rodanthe, their solitude offers them some strength, yes, but also exposes a great many vulnerabilities. You protected me countless times when I believed it was my duty to protect you. I owe the deepest gratitude for without you would not be able to fight as I
That's
do
why.
now. Our time together brought about an epiphany. I do not seek a one-sided fealty, but as a knight, I wish to serve under a king who supports me as I do them. I continue to place my trust in you as I always have. You have my thanks. Beginning tomorrow, I shall support you as a true knight of the king. I swear this to you, and as a proof of my bond, I present you with this. Knight's Memorandum. Alsis bestowed upon me when I first received my knighthood. In it, though, is the will of a knight, perhaps we might call it a knight's soul even, is inscribed.
You see?
Your reign will be a period of tumult. You shall bear a great many burdens, and that which bars your way will not be so black and white as Luis. Do you understand this? You shall face every single individual across this land who pushes their fear and anxieties onto people like His late Majesty and Luis. And many still not even make an effort to bear their own anxiety again. They'll pretend not to notice until they can push it onto someone such as
It's
you.
all right.
Offer little in comfort except to say that you shall have allies like me by your side to bear it all. Hope you never forget that. With our sense of trust in each other deep in Hulkenberg and I return to the inn.
Mister.
You should right over here. I want to talk. Are you sure I'm not bothering you, mister? I know you're real busy and all. That's great, so much I want to talk to you about. The other day I played with my friends. We drew pictures with chalk in the alleyway. We drew lots of flowers and houses and... Oh yeah, one of the nice men who came by to get food said he found a job. He makes plates now and then... and then...
It'll be fine.
Not tell me all at once, take your time. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but now... My town's been kind of scary lately. They all seem really nervous, and some of them have even been saying that a lot of people are going to die tomorrow. I know better. Once you become king, everyone will be happy again. I've been telling that to lots of people, but they don't believe me. Some people even think that things will get worse. Say a child can't get anything done, but that's not true, is it?
It'll be fine.
And I can't do it alone. Nothing I can't do without everyone at my side. You have my support too, mister. How can I help though? Oh, I'll talk to everyone about the place where we can all proudly call our home. Everyone's feeling how I did before. They got nowhere to go and everybody else is just out to judge them or hurt them. But mister, you said you make a country without all that where it'll be peaceful and kind and nobody cries. Be a place for everyone. If I tell people that, do you think they'll feel better?
Right.
That will definitely help. And I'll tell everyone as soon as I can, starting tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do my best for everyone, just like Papa and Mister.
Maria?
Oh, you're looking very happy, Maria. Anyway, don't forget about the thing you wanted to give him, okay? Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Here you go, for you, mister.
This.
Hey, with Miss Fabienne. I'll make sure you and everyone else comes back safe and sound. Hey, next time you see me, I'll be king. I suited myself stitch by stitch. Kinda messy, but I try my best. Don't look inside, it's kind of embarrassing. I was feeling embarrassed, we reassured her and said goodbye.
What should we do?
Is on the runner. So it all ends tomorrow. I would use some time to collect my thoughts beforehand. Would you care to join me for a bit? Night's drink is quite exquisite indeed. I thought we were supposed to be stealing ourselves for tomorrow. Good drink in a quiet moment. These are the best preparations for the heart.
However,
Been a long road, yes, but tomorrow we fight to decide the fate of this country. It's a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of sorrow's blade. Well, there was a self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. But as it graces my lips on this night, I find that the flavor has changed completely. It tastes better now? Quite! As I think on the alcohol becoming a part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I die, but now that I've dedicated myself to living on for my son, I shall no longer await death, but will endeavor to not waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day. So tonight I raise my glass and make a toast to my star of hope. Are you referring to me? I have resigned to live out my days in the cave. Who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? It's not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with the only common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many.
surely.
Those who suffer, for those who roam without purpose, and for those paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breast, they shall step forward once more.
Now then,
Or return inside. There's something we would like to give you. A meteorite bracelet. It's an amulet for my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the absence of light. Perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children, hoping the amulet will protect their kin when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not? Now then, let us head back in and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us. Alrighty. Almost gone through all the party members.
Hey.
Here we are. Tomorrow's the battle where we put our lives on the line for. Thought I'd let Rilla and Fidelio know.
Why?
Why did you choose the church? Here that my sister lived and treated the sick. She saw that work as her atonement, but she saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. You brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rilla and Fidelio kept their emotions buried deep, but the love they have for my singing was real, wasn't it?
Sure.
And no doubt they loved your voice. Yes, thank you. It's rare for me to doubt myself, but it does happen. Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it's made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am as a person, not just a pretty voice.
And?
Why am I spilling my guts like this? Accept you as a person, Juna. Now hold on, you can't just say that kind of thing with a straight face. I call foul. Again, you did make me a promise, remember? Promise we make a world where people could listen to me sing with peace in their hearts. Thinking about it, something struck me. Where would you be in that scenario? Listening from far away throne, or would you be by my side? I mean to ask you, but I keep putting it off. Your answer would feel like our story's end. Not ready for it to be over.
Yep.
I'll ask you when this is truly over, after the day of hero and you become king, then you can answer me. Talk when it's over then. Thanks, now I feel like I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. It'll be the performance of a lifetime. Expect you in the audience, Rilla, Fidelio. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
This.
Oh, one more thing. I want you to have this and hold it close so you'll never forget me. This flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me. But once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. One day, this country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned slaves. May not be easy. In fact, many will probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our ideals and continue onward. Rion, you feel the same way, don't you? Alright, here's the last of the party members.
Finally.
All right.
First time I saw the ocean, know what I said? God damn, biggest pond I ever seen. Dell got a good laugh out of that one. Dell, Lady Relevinka, thought we'd always be together. I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it though. How much I never did. Somehow it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that, everything I am could end, even after nearly dying as a kid. Real stupid, aren't I?
Listen.
I think that's true for everyone. Suppose.
Dell.
I think Dell wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It was always in his eyes when he looked at her. But he'll never see her again. And me? I'll never see Lady Rella again. Never got to tell her how she saved me, how I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her, and now I never will. I mean, this is the first we're actually hearing about this. I once swore to you, right, that I'd make the world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Vinka, and Dell, they're all tangled up in the worst parts of this twisted country, and they all suffered for it. Land runs on suffering, and somehow all its weak and meek ended up fuel for its fire. Gun on your head won't make that easier to change.
It'll be fine.
So gonna fight for that change. We got this, don't we? Hell yeah, no one's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. Scary thing, yeah. Still, through the fear, if we'll wishing for the same thing, that'll be a force to be reckoned with. Slow or not, the piece of shite world will change. Only started seeing the light from hanging about with you, so no matter what goes down tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure the crown's yours. Actually, I got another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec.
Here.
Just bought this. Here, take it. Golden perfume cream. Made of some rare beeswax or something, apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she'd hope I could smile again. Thought my luck would turn. Slum rat like me. So now I'm giving it to you, Rio. Now fortune favors you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, I suppose we better head back. Big day ahead, yeah. Leo and I return to Grand Trad. Got 5 left, looks like.
Even
Like the awkward this ward point right there.
Whoa!
The grand meteor shower! Looks like the sky itself wishing you luck with the dance of stars, eh? I know you're such a poet. Well, I dabble. My real love sonnets are reserved for dragon crystals, though. Meteor showers are fine, but how lovely it'd be to have a rain of crystals. I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're remains of great magical entities floating high up in the heavens. Sometimes find them crashed down in the mountains. We take those and process them for use in gauntlet runners. You see, as semi-biological components. Dream was to fly the sky, pluck one straight from the firmament. What do you mean was? Well, now I have gone above the horizon. I've flown, and if I don't stop here, one day the crystals in heavens will be within reach. Makes me wonder. I've spent a lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. Can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can I? Until now, all my research and projects have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or public good, poppycock. Far too abstract for my taste. But the journey sees you all work for the seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, got under my skin, burns in me like the same mad passion of my most ambitious projects. If an invention of mine helps someone out there or gives them joy, that's part of changing the land, isn't it? Just like when what you and our merry band do, tropping all over and helping all sorts. Change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order of some lofty authority. This world's full of inconvenience and irrationalities. What? Well, my lad, but that's what they intend to change, one invention at a time.
Well,
Are you ready to come up with some ideas? Ah, not a one, chum. After all, up till now, I've had rather a one-track mind for the runners alone. That's soon enough. You'll be crowned king, and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to be bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like Your Majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it, and yet you're rather looking forward to it, aren't you? And that reminds me of something I'd like you to have. Dragon Crystal Specimen. The first dragon crystal I ever found, just a shard, really. Not enough magical power to have any practical application. And I picked this up, that's when my dream hit me. One day I go to the skies, and now here we are.
Do it.
I'll get you all to Luis tomorrow, no matter what. We'll make the impossible possible. You hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. After gazing at the stars for a while, Nurse and I returned to the Gauntlet Runner. Alrighty. Still hanging out in Altaberry.
Hey, so
You remember I said I had something to tell you? Well, the educational program was founded is really doing aces. It's been under a month. What's this educational program
What
again?
day?
I thought I explained it, but we got teachers who are giving us purpose lessons and all kinds of practical things, remember? This goes to show we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know? It's you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Oh, God.
what a day.
It's been way too short of a time for that to work, and also, like, I'm gonna be blunt, I am not a fan of, like, the message for Katarina, because, like, her whole thing is basically telling everybody that, like, hey, all of you downtrodden people who are being heavily discriminated at, destitute, and pushed into the ground by systemic racial segregation, just get a job. We get an education, you get work, and everything's hunky-dory. Because that was the problem. Like, the problem isn't the fact that they can't get jobs, the fact that no one gives them a chance to have a job.
If you won't mind.
The only person that they mentioned, like, was okay with all this was just like one furniture store dude, and suddenly they have ins on all the trade goods? There's no pushback? I mean, we haven't really stopped racism.
Really now.
Just because you have an education isn't gonna mean that, like, someone who is racist will give that person a job. Like, that's not gonna stop that kind of stuff. So it's just like, I don't know, it just feels like it's looking at a surface level problem and not really trying to look at the main underlying problem underneath it and just slapping a band-aid on a bullet wound. So it's just like, like, I'm not saying it ain't something that I'm not saying it's something they shouldn't do, but it's also like, once again, just because you get an education doesn't mean that it'll overcome the systemic racial division in this world. On top of that, I mean, this is a kingdom-wide issue? Have they somehow opened up, in like under a month, opened up schools all across the entire country? How is that actually working? How are they funding all of this exactly? Like, they kind of mentioned that, like, she was paying for it with her bounty hunting, but it's also like, did she really make enough to set up something like this? It's not like they can actually, like, pay the teachers with, like, once again, the poor and destitute race, who, like, the only real job we've heard people, like, give the Perippus is human test subject. So again, it's one of those things you look at and like, is that, like, we feel like we have other issues that we need to address here. I ain't the one who's capable of really giving them, like, the proper due, but I'm also looking at this and going like, we need more than this, I guess? It's just frustrating. Didn't even do much regardless, don't thank me for it. All I did was place my bets on you. I'm certainly planning what to do next after you're king. Certainly be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels showing up sorted books by milking our muddled masses before anyone's the wiser. And of course, those scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. We'll have vultures lying in wait round every corner.
That's true.
I better tell them to bring it on. How very like you to say. In the end, what choice do you have? If you can't pawn it off on someone else, best to buckle down and take it on. Don't worry, I'll not leave you to your own devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. Now your political opponents in the years ahead, doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of the silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and enforce their timely exwent.
Well,
that's reassuring to hear. I'll see all their ploys for what they are, a lie for a lie. Stick a bad guy the bad guys, in other words. My nature's changed not one iota. I am a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others. Yet even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. I will use my lies to support you until the end. Surely these are the sort of lies my mother would overlook, yes?
Moving on.
I'm glad to have met you. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an opponent appears insurmountable, tell yourself this. My opponent is strong, but that is all they are. It's fine to fear an enemy's strength, but let not the fear consume you. Steel yourself and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail. Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It is a weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow.
Well then.
And with that, farewell. I leave with both my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. Hold an envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. A silver coin I've never seen before with an identical design on either side. Felt Alonso's candor, a man of many faces now unmasked. But down the strange way we met, I left the club. We're almost done.
You've come.
Oh, I hear you've got quite the difficult path ahead of ye. I'm happy you came to see me despite it all. You've come all this way, so what do you say we have ourselves a wee chat?
The truth is,
Ever since the attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come around to participating in the security activities. They're that a welcome change, but
What happened?
it's worrying you now. I am worried. Security policies, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to both speak and be heard. The hope is that we can find a compromise amongst all the different opinions, and then make a change. Not easy leading such an affair, let me tell you. Does seem like a real challenge. It is, but hey, you're soon to be in a similar position, ain't you?
having a choice.
A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen will expect something from ye, and you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made of allied states, with a major city as the capital of each state, and now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history and cultures. The wishes of the people are all so different. You'll be king of all this. How do you think you're gonna possibly hear all the people's opinions?
That's...
It's about my only option to go around and solicit their opinions in earnest. Ah, well, at least you got the right intention, but considering your position and number of subjects involved, think the most practical thing. Here's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you take a look at the country by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. And I can govern the town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be, and I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. I mean, that's standard governor stuff? That way, the king and the people can have a direct connection to each other. We just need other leaders to follow suit. Reassuring to think about. But, like, the previous leader, the church lady, did she not speak with any of the other leaders about what the town's up to? I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out strongest. Have some follow you out of fear, just as with Luis. You have a duty toward them just as any other, though. No doubt you'll have days where you want to run away. And on those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you through thick and thin. They believe in and support you. They'll correct you when you err, and little by little you'll look back and see more and more people behind ye.
Have a look.
That reminds me, the townspeople wanted me to give this to you. Desert glass lantern. They fuse glass and sandworm husk to make this. It's a special household item unique to Martira. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make a production of this a major industry in Martira. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch, my city's gonna flourish under your rule. The time reassuring Barden, you would overcome with emotion. Alrighty, and we got one less. Huh?
Perhaps.
I guess we're just not allowed to
All right.
work?
Let's go.
Now, where was...
Worry about my final battle with Luis tomorrow. I see, so at last we have reached the final battle for the throne. Luis is a foe more fierce than any you have faced. Do you really believe you can defeat him?
Leave it to me.
Win, I know I will. Good, spoken like a king to be, and striving toward the epics of all archetypes. You surely mark yourself as worthy of rule. Were to take the throne, that would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's
I have faith
decree.
in you.
I trust that you'll win. You must, if I am ever to know freedom again. Over selfish a reason, that is.
That's...
Any other possible king could free you just as easily, right? Even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I and those who believe such ideals could be easily imprisoned once more.
How delightful.
Finally, you'd be allowed back into the world I dreamed of. But under your reign, it will seem a new world altogether. Perhaps you see phantoms in my image throughout your troubles, but that's all they were. Through all this, I remain locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see.
Indeed.
First to the Royal Capital Grand Trad, I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives and not to Brilhaven by way of Martira. Sounds like a familiar path. And so it should, after all. The tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side if the chance existed, no matter how else they might take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be. Still, once you're a king, if ever you decide to tour the country or return to the road, please allow me to join you. Good to me. Thank you. To walk a country born anew, together with its new king, is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. Now that reminds me, I'm sure it's far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. White Raven Quill. For all you have learned for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wings mark your flight from this bookish nest.
Hardly wait.
Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while, but I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Ah, how good of you to come.
What all bonuses do we get out of that? Plus what all stats for Seeker. 3 endurance, 2 agility for Commander, 3 endurance, 2 luck for Faker, 2 strength, 3 agility for Brawler, 3 strength, 2 agility for Gunner. It's just flat out plus 5 strength for Berserker. 3 magic and plus 2 agility for Mass Dancer. 5 agility for Thief. 5 magic when Healer. Plus 5 endurance for Knight. Plus 3 strength and 2 endurance for Warrior. 3 strength, 2 magic for Summoner? Strength seems kind of odd for Summoner, doesn't it? 5 luck for Merchant. Guess that's it.
Oh, you'll come again, won't you?
All right, where to?
We gotta go back to the inn and sleep.
Good night. Hey,
Still up, right? Oh yeah, we didn't have an option for her. Think about everything that happened so far, now I can't sleep either. Incredible, isn't it? In the beginning it was only the 2 of us, but now you have so many allies around you. Many people lend you a hand and believed in you. I wonder why everyone's so drawn to you. It could seem like a good person? Certainly don't look like a bad person. That's a comforting place to start with.
well,
Whatever you feel about it aside, I bet the people who support you from the heart feel like they can trust their own wishes and ideals in your hands. Hey, that's what a real king needs.
What kind of...
You mean a real king? Someone who's always fighting for the wishes and ideals of others, not his own. When you think about it, the previous king's royal magic was apt. Made sure everyone could wish for their king.
excuse me.
Remember, the source of magic is anxiety, and I mean, anxiety is just hope combined with fear, don't you think? When people think, I want to do this, or I want to be like that, it becomes a power that can create or change things. Who draws his power this way? No one more fervently believes in his ideology than he does. But you fight for the modest wishes of many, many people. But take it to heart, the wishes you bear now will one day be the power you
Let's
wield.
have faith.
That's magic I'm sure will defeat even Luis. Think of the time she truly tried to sleep so we can give it our all tomorrow. I actually made something for you that might help. Here. The Shed of Calm. Smells nice, doesn't it? It's enchanted with magic that calms the heart. Now lie back, close your eyes. The fear, the anxiety, they aren't your enemy. They are the well from which you gather your strength. Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. One day remains.
I think this is finally it. By the next sunrise, whoever has the most support will be the victor, chosen by the royal magic.
Winner approval range should be neck
We've
and neck.
gathered enough support to be a match for the Blackguard, but we could be undone by the slightest change in the wind.
I mean, we're still in second place.
The royal scepter's in Luis's hands now. Whoever the royal magic picks, we'll still have to go stop him.
It is a feat only we can accomplish.
We'll get it done. And Del, you better be watching.
No matter what happens, I will protect you. 'Tis my oath.
You'll come back, right? It feels just like it did on the day Papa left. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't cry. Oh.
Don't worry. Everything will turn out fine. Right, Your Highness?
I'll come back as king.
Right. Then I won't cry. I'll wait for you.
Luis seemed earnest in his wishes, at least. We'd been mistaken to cast him as a villain of pure black and white. But whatever his motives, it doesn't change the fact that his methods amount to massacre. Even if there's more to Luis's arguments than it seemed, you're all my friends. We've come this far together, and I'll always believe in you over him.
Yes.
'Tis a sentiment you know we all share. Let us vanquish Luis and rebuild our country.
I am glad we travel as friends. I thought that the reason we are less susceptible to the Magla's maddening power was thanks to our mastery of the archetypes. But perhaps it's something else. We just need someone with whom our hearts connect. Someone who is willing to face the same anxiety alongside us and move forward.
Indeed.
You gotta love how no one's actually, like, looking at each other as they talk.
But you
Stroll is
all
just
helped me
staring
find
directly
my
at
way
Nurse this whole time.
Weren't we all at some point? This is getting a bit syrupy, even for me. Let's just make sure we survive. So the people of a new kingdom can hear our tales.
Then we better have a proper bash once we're back safe and sound. You let the good lady Fabia know we're reserving the place. Hey, Maria?
Okay, I'll ask her to cook something delicious too.
Now that'd be a treat. She cooked this fantastic red grass beedo the first time I was here, and it's been on my mind since.
By request, I've pushed the Skyrunner to her absolute limits too. On my honor as a right, I swear the old girl will get us there in one piece. Bit of a one-way trip, though. Can't promise a return flight.
Well, we're used to improvising escape routes. Tomorrow we settle this, once and for all.
Finally heading into the Stormy Magla, where Luis is waiting for us. When you're ready, just pick the location on your map. Okay.
We've come too far to wait.
Yeah, we just go.
It's time.
Let's...
All right,
Wait.
so we bring the fight to them.
Off we go.
It's a vortex of tremendous magic. The Magla in the air is so dense I can almost grasp it in hand.
Norris! That was not an encouraging sound.
Last. So much for the armored hull.
Come up, man! You have to find a way through this!
Well, consequences can come later. I'm taking off her limiters. Hold on. Come on, old girl. We're partners. Keep it together.
It is not so much a place as it is raw Magla, furious and unchecked. The shores of the hereafter spill forth from the royal scepter, now in the hands of Luis. If it is
I feel like jumping from that scene to this feels kind of jarring.
Then the celestial lord of these red skies.
Hold on to your butts, we're going into some shit. They call me music in the nice narration.
Be they favorable or ruinous.
Close shave. Rather too close. But we made it.
No dramatic cutscene of
That
us
rat
flying
thing
in.
Doesn't sound too clever. I think this is as far as the old girl goes.
It's broken? But what about our way back?
Calm down, old thing. I'll try some repairs. It's just I've never seen her in such a bad way.
'Tis as we expected then. We have no escape route.
Well, if things get rough out there, you can give me a shout. Still got the bunks if you need some rest to pull yourself together.
Right. Let's move.
At last.
I've reached the final dungeon. Now, thankfully, if we talk to Nurus here, we can rest to, you know, recover everything here. And yes, he still charges us for his stuff. So we can still buy some okay items. I think the potions are definitely nice. Actually, some kind of sales would definitely be appreciated.
Why?
Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to the final dungeon, and it's a bit weirdly laid out.
This place.
It's more horrifying than I even imagined. It really is like the end of the world. These cannot become so warped through, simply through mechanization. Here, other than Magla. This is Luis's ideal world, new area in which only humans survive. It's truly the world Luis envisioned the whole time. A world built on power alone would be so desperately lonely. Please be careful, I feel powerful presence several, in fact, and none of them are Luis. Safe to assume he set traps for us then. We best deal with whatever she's sensing head on. True, we have no idea what would happen if we let them be, so let's press on and dismantle his plans. As a hint for something else, although it's not exactly a trap.
We're spotted. Blades at the ready.
We got all of the usual dudes, and a lot of them are upstatted.
Over our heads.
I imagine that would be of use.
Big gimmick to this area. I recall there's one over here. Yeah, are these platforms? Yeah, a dead end. Range isn't it? But I'm sensing something. This doesn't feel like a dead end at all.
What if...
I wonder if it's possible that these stones move. Move? What do you mean? What I can observe with my third eye, they're moving platforms.
That's true.
Please, take care.
For real?
And all of them lead to basically the same kind of place. Get these little arenas.
Is that...
The sight of it, that really a melancholia crystal? Bigger than anything we've ever seen. Or it feels so much more intense than anything else. It speaks true. The scale of this Magla is unlike anything we've encountered. I must be careful. It kind of reminds me of those servant statues back at the palace. That means there's bound to be a guardian nearby.
Incoming!
It's coming, watch out!
Look!
Shaking, I know that rumbling sound. There can be no doubt, it's a familiar, feeling. Pleasantly familiar, yes, I've no fond memories of our first try with this beast, but we must rally to the fight. So yeah, each of these is a refight against one of the other human bosses you face throughout the game.
painful as ever.
Quite a boon.
I won't hold back!
Let's do this!
Damn!
Perhaps the witness our secret technique. I must
It's
now
not expected to
accept
do
your
that much
fate.
damage. Holy crap. Interesting to steal. Oh no.
This persona master!
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
My thanks.
Behold, we'll do this together!
After me!
Dude didn't even get a turn.
A halfway decent result.
Nice. I feel
I shall strive to.
Ah!
Marvelous!
I am most certainly.
Yeah, that feels nice.
I take care of that. Good thing too. Not about to let that thing swallow me a second time. Yeah, worms are always the worst. They've been nothing but trouble since the start of our journey. Remember, still the two of us making our way to Grand Trad in the middle of the desert. We were attacked by them. Very, very different kind. Seems like a lifetime ago. I can't believe we got this many friends on our side now. We're fighting Luis himself.
True.
Yes, 'tis an odd kind of family we've forged since we began our paths. And it was curious how our numbers grew, though of course Nurse would have it that we grew too many. But I bet that's where our real power comes from. Our Luis can't believe in, since he just wants a world where people have only themselves. We get it. That's what we've got to show him. We have to prove that connected with each other can be strong enough to change the world we live in. Let's teach that snaky bastard a lesson. There are things in this world, yes, we get it.
All right.
How many speeches of the same kind do we need?
Just as I thought.
Sense as much magla. This is the same mechanism as the four statues in the royal palace. If it's like the king's servants, how do you mean? Incredible flood of magla is corrupting this dreadful expanse. As the crystals are made to absorb it and then deliver and decant it elsewhere.
What?
I mean, these strange melancholy crystals are feeding Luis incredible magic powers. We bust the crystals up. That means less magic for Luis to play with, yeah.
Right.
Possible, there should be more crystals around. Let's find them. So yeah, you destroy these, it makes the final boss way simpler. And also,
Look!
I can feel incredible power from it. We get 3 weapons that are very powerful. I don't remember how exactly good they are. Weapon seems like it came out of that crystal we destroyed. The magnet that coursed through it, this is no ordinary piece of equipment. Or exceeds even Dracodius in quality. I mean, we surpassed that a while ago. But why is such a thing here? It being in these ruins would be one thing, but this place was created by Luis, wasn't it? These were within the royal scepter the whole time in some sort of sealed form. I heard that melancholia crystal was so potent because this weapon resided within its core. Now it's out of the crystal, we can use it for ourselves, right? I'm sure we could put weapons like that to use. 2 birds with 1 stone, chipping away at Luis's power while increasing our own. Let's press on and destroy those other crystals.
Okay.
That's how we get like semi-ultimate gear. Okay, yeah. 420, significantly increase the cost of money skills. Reduce the cost of attacks that use HP. And prevent mental status ailments. Alrighty. And they're all in the 420-ish range. The highest power weapons you can get are 500, I think. And you get those from basically having your characters, well, basically learn every freaking archetype.
They've noticed us.
Some of those are better than others, while some of them are also just kind of mid. These guys are good targets if you're trying to get some money together for Nurse. It'll probably be better if I was actually in like margin for this.
Well, now we're talking. Pack that away somewhere.
This whole area is actually super freaking short. Oh.
Let's push through! Alright, how's that?
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Like, yeah, we go over here. This reaches the second area, as I recall.
Alright.
And the weakening Luis effect of the crystals, basically they take away press turns from him. We're traveling forever. Seems like we've come quite far in. Look around, our cheapest friends appear to change. Strange light must be at the center of all this. That's where Luis is then. Let's get a move on toward that light. Yeah, but I feel a strong presence here, we can't exactly leave them be. And if we don't do something about this before we face Luis, let's keep an eye out. Like, if you don't do any of these, Luis has... I think it's like 8 press turns. Which do I really need to bring up on why that would be really bad to face?
I imagine that would be of use.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
How nice. This should prove useful.
We got
Finding the...
Come on!
I knew you could do it.
ones. No. There's a specific set of those crystals that you want to find if you're trying to like grind. Like they do nothing but generate the teeth enemies.
Spotted.
nice! I bet we'll find a use for
And some of the teeth enemies are like now super size. Jesus, the fish like me. And yeah, right here, we're done. This is the end of the dungeon. We've reached the end already.
What?
Galaga,
Leave it to me.
This whole part is surprisingly short. I guess they just filled it up with a ton of strong monsters and boss refights because it's like, and then made it short because, hey, we have like Nurse over here where we can just rest. And with that, oh hey, guess what? None of the like having to manage your NP and all that kind of stuff really enters into the equation.
They've noticed us.
Oh, come on, I
we'll
rolled.
hold our ground.
I just missed time I roll or something. Really?
Help it back up! Hey! Hey!
Let us withdraw. Our foes roam the area still.
They saw us. Stay on your toes.
I imagine that would be of use.
Here's another one.
What now?
Ready?
All right.
Be careful.
Look,
It's here as well, which means since the prince is nearby, I bet it's...
Careful.
Didn't take long.
Don't tell me.
That floppy said, no, I remember. It can't be. No time for talk. He comes. Anything so horrendous is going to be a fight for our lives. So be careful. What do you mean? We have heard this particular horrendousness a few times. This is our third round against this dude.
Different somehow. Come on, help me out.
It's okay.
Helpful as ever.
my thanks.
It's okay. We can do this. Give me your aid!
Right on target.
Damn, he crit that time.
On me, we go together.
Stop all of our attack.
Thanks. Much thanks.
I'm all prepared. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yuna's almost done with Persona Master.
Power can be.
Yes,
Yeah, that feels nice.
So we managed somehow. Our third time fighting that human. Come to think of it, you said you encountered it at the border fort. That would make it your first human foe. Still remember, I was useless against it then. Not much different from when my home burned. And now things are different now. I'm different. I've got power enough to protect cities and the people in them.
Oh, definitely.
Take no more safe places from the people. Not on my watch. We'll take down Louise. The words resonate with all of us, lad.
Here we go.
Let's destroy the crystal if you would, Rion.
Got it.
We should be fading as well, at least a little. Let's look elsewhere. Let's destroy the remaining crystals. New weapons are...
Let's go.
Oh wait, I have to actually go pick these ones up for some reason. Oh, it's the secret one.
Hail! What now?
Which is a bit of a boost. Significant MP recovery while buffed. Ready? My first run through all this, I didn't even have like the I only had one utilitarian manual. I wasn't even really using it at this point.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
Eventually started using it as a part of my way of fighting Louise.
Well, now we're talking.
Alright. Oh, come on!
Brace yourself.
I rolled at the Shing. Apparently that wasn't the right time. Hey, didn't kill me instantly this time.
Let us withdraw.
Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Watch.
Oh, okay, that's a dash.
Incoming.
I thought it was going to be a jumping attack.
Farewell.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stale?
Over here. I think there's one more crystal in this area. Your MP restored. Come on, Hulk.
Oh-ho.
Yep.
Huh? Now then.
I think rusting will restore all the red crystals in an area. Yeah, it is kind of important if you're grinding and accidentally, like, break one of them.
No problem.
Fire around here.
Nice. And I will find a use for that. Ready?
All right. Don't lose focus.
Over here.
Yep. So what are we getting?
There's an enemy.
This is the beastie Luis brought to the capital. Kill as many times as we have to. Attack! Well, we don't have the exact right side for this, unfortunately. Well, at least not to, like, one turn. It's just we can't hit the heart while we're down here, you know?
No, let's do this together.
It's what I knew you'd help.
Helpful as ever. Much thanks.
Behold. Lend me your strength. All right, let's push through.
Okay, broke in one turn. Good.
Let's get on with it.
Still big deeps. I just can't, you know, give myself the extra turn with Rion yet.
I've got just the dance for you. Come on, help me out.
Let's try help. My thanks.
My thanks.
I'm
Guess I don't need to use it this time around, do I? Because,
Tough
yep.
one. After me.
To ever greater heights.
I'll strive for greater heights.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I shall strive to you.
Even I had more to
Greater
learn.
heights.
Have they? Oh, they maxed out Hulkenberg. Thought it was definitely stronger than the last time we fought it, but not strong enough. An oddly nostalgic triumph. Back then, I thought only to protect the home of the prince that he might someday return. My sole desperate intention. In fact, you've been fighting alongside His Highness the whole time. Indeed, reflecting about it now was never an unnecessary detour. That journey fostered this power, 'tis the strength to confront anxiety and blaze a path to a brighter future. It was your greatest gift to me.
That's why.
Thus I will use this power in your name. Your future is no longer yours alone.
You're right.
That's right, we'll have Rion get his royal bum on the throne just as soon as we've thrown Luis out on his. Just so, there are several favors I would ask of you, not just as a friend, but as king. Let's destroy the crystal. Go ahead, Rion. To have weakened Luis's power to another smaller degree. Let's keep this up and destroy all the crystals. We'll seek the remaining ones.
Onward.
This we get. Mage, warrior, and knight.
Oh.
All right.
What now?
For him, increased crit chance, but honestly, this is a stronger effect. Why he does so much freaking damage. Oh, it's just another reduced damage when hit by your weakness. I feel like this is a better one for her. Because when counters activate, it's the same as reflect, so it ends the enemy's turn instantly. And that's it for this area.
No problem.
The enemies are changing their colors, looks like.
Oh-ho!
Yep.
Now then.
This is bad. They're onto us.
No problem.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, coming through. Let's see if we can find the grind spot.
All right.
Hey.
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
Very impressive.
Great find. Keep it.
There's several sections we kind of skipped over.
We've been made.
Oh, here it is.
That was brilliant.
Killing that human there would probably be a good idea. Yeah, that's the ones you're really looking for, these guys.
I'll give it my all.
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
They're totally
There's the
fireproof.
guy who reflects all magic, and this guy reflects all physicals.
Hidden arm. A ninja.
Come on, help me out.
What can I help?
My thanks.
My thanks.
I'm all prepared.
Fall.
Man, that's like,
What's the
what
plan?
the heck?
Let's make an end of it.
Be neither timid nor arrogant. Ninja.
Oh, lovely.
Looks like slash attacks won't do much against them.
It has quite a arrayment of skills, doesn't it?
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
Quite a boon.
Let's say, lend me your strength. None. I won't hold back. No, we'll do this together.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Give me your aid.
I guess this is his only option.
Let us clean up this ninja. Apologies. Would you finish it?
I'll give you the Persona Master.
We're looking good here.
I shall vanquish evil. They die hard.
Be neither timid. A wise choice.
Let's do this together.
Not like I helped.
My thanks.
My thanks.
Behold. Let's work together.
I don't think we've actually seen Fire yet.
Burn! Still here?
Alrighty
Do
then.
this.
We'll combine our strengths.
Stroll is our key to getting through these fights,
Looks like that's
apparently.
all of them. Great job, everybody. I really do have a knack
And
for
they
this.
give a lot of XP. Let's just look at how many freaking levels we're getting here. Yeah.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger?
Yeah, I see why this is where we go for this.
What now?
The crap, I've almost capped out. Toss a punch on Stroll.
A new power to wield. Right. I could get used to this.
I never got freaking Royal Swordmaster before, so...
A new ability.
There we go, now we can do it. Good. Full blade, string damage, decrease attack. Yeah, it's to all, it's only costs 18 MP. That's pretty nice. Kinda feel like that would be something for Heismay. Basic attack power goes up by 50%, huh? Yeah, that's a Persona move. Oh yeah, that would definitely bump up his damage, wouldn't it? And hey, there's a familiar old move. And if he kills something, no turn icon is lost. Well then. He has all of his previous ones. How much does it cost? 30,000.
Fascinating. This, right? All right.
Not gonna equip it just yet.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Then again, I guess we have enough items to just like slap on him to max it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. I could get used to this.
Changes up his stuff.
A new power to wield. Right. I could get used to this.
That's definitely one of the skills he needs.
A new ability. A new power to wield.
That we finally mastered it. Okay, I guess June next?
I knew I could do it! I've learned a new skill! I'll always aim higher!
Yeah, that's one of the easy ones down.
Right here, all right.
I'm counting.
Of course.
Let's go! I've learned a new skill!
Why is she taking the Ashura hands? Stats on that. Oh, it's because she can't equip frickin' helmet. Come on. Who to max out next?
I've acquired a new power.
Ran out of the jeweled roots.
A new means of protection.
Oh wait, I think Arcane Unity is actually one of the, like, blow everything the hell up in one turn thing, since it's the one that increases synthesis damage. Hulkenberg, yeah, the Elemental Master.
Right. I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see. I've acquired a new power.
I want to actually equip it though.
To greater heights. I've acquired a new power.
And finally, the heavy tier freaking single target elemental spells have been learned.
A new means of protection.
Well, after I think we have a... Is 10 all she needs there? If she needs 15? Yes. Anyway, way after we picked up freaking Summoner, and it can actually hit those numbers fairly easily with most of its stuff, so I was like, God, why did this have to get unlocked so late?
I see. This, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I see. To greater heights.
Why is everyone trying to steal the Asura hands? But yeah, I actually do like Royal Knight. I mean, it starts with two of her best moves alongside Holy Knight's Proclamation. So she's got all the really important things from her previous classes. She also picks up... Omniguard is nice. Praise bear then nullifies one non almighty attack. One free eye not taking damage where Pierce Surge is hanging out. Omni counter is great. 15% chance of repelling anything that's not almighty. And she also has the lance that increases the odds of that happening. Oh yeah. And so if you whenever you use her taunt ability, it doesn't use up a turn. Handy that. Oh, she can also put it up for all allies with Ultimate Guard. Doesn't have her cause a weakness move though. That's a bit of an unfortunate thing. Wise May.
My power swells forth.
Of course, you can't actually use that yet.
I have retained my edge. Steady effort is key. My power swells forth. Steady effort is key.
And there goes all of my... Where did I go? There it is. There goes all of my hero items. Enough to get 3 other royal archetypes. And then we stumbled for Hazme, Yufa, and Basilio.
We are spotted.
Exemplary.
Ready?
Wait, those are...
What now?
They're a little bit low. But I had to do to actually win that fight. This best goes to Juna. That should be enough to beat the boss.
Ready?
All right.
Keep your wits about you.
But this is...
Melancholia crystal here too? It's a staggering amount of Magla. There'll be another human nearby, so who's next in the curtain call?
Incoming!
A horde of about beasts crawled from hell to meet us! What are you talking about? Why does it sound like a baby? Make sure your legs don't give out when you see it. Be careful, by now I bet it's starving.
That
Oh, yes, this wonderful thing.
Come on, follow me.
You knew you'd help.
My thanks.
My thanks.
Let's stay calm.
They seem to have worse freaking, like, synthesis skills.
Let's do this.
Oh no, oh.
Tougher than I
The wrong weapon equipped, doesn't he?
Perhaps ninja.
That apparently doesn't matter much once Rio gets to do his Royal Sword.
My thanks.
Yeah, that is a different weapon, damn it.
Let's set it up.
Now, what's the play?
I hit the eye!
Let's
Oh
get on
my
with it.
gosh.
Think.
I have to help everyone. Stroll's dazed. Come on, this has to work. That
Oh, okay.
Dante Castle? The rest of it. No one here fights alone.
But my face.
My thanks.
Much thanks.
I won't hold back.
Let's make an end of it.
Ninja.
Hi, come on, follow me.
We'll keep safe.
My thanks.
Quite a boon.
Let's set it up.
Let's do this. Tougher than I thought.
I leave it to you.
No one here fights alone.
Let my hand help.
I owe you.
Much thanks.
We'll do this together.
There we go.
I'm capable too.
Not bad at all.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Excellent.
It feels like I'm making progress. Right then.
Yeah, repeat it still. You lot had to see that bloody creepy thing before? Lady of Martyra was raising it as a replacement for the child she lost. Not familiar, that'd be the St. Order say, the one you dragged to the exhibition. I learned then that when faith dies, tragedy is born. Those who have faith in nothing only have the past to hold on to. I think Luis is the same way. He seeks revenge on the world for the despair of seeing his home return to ash. He believes this to be justice.
But
I know how he must feel. I also know enough to say he's going about it all wrong. Luis must be stopped. Because that day you awakened me and I gained this power, that I can now think this way.
Right.
Well said, can't let the country get raised before the good prince even has a chance to rebuild. Well, you gotta break the old to build the new, so give the crystal your best shot, Rion. That went well. This ought to have reduced the magic power reaching Luis. Come, we break the other crystals. Let's find the rest.
Now then.
What now?
King's bow, Thief King's katana, Faker King's daggers.
What now?
Increases slash attack strength. Nice. Also +5 agility. Increase pierced attack strength. Increase strength of all magic for the Mage King. Before. Maybe increase the strength of this is skills that cause 0 MP, so just like its juggling moves.
They saw us. If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
That's the way we came.
I think we shook them. We should be safe.
What now?
Ready?
Hola.
You know how to do this? I call it a crystal loom that I see it shattered.
Don't lose focus.
I mean another human looking to stop us. Keep your guards up.
They're upon us.
Since a human's presence,
What is that?
it's like a storm at sea. The one human at the sea I can remember. Never thought I'd see it here. Fine by me. This time I could crush it with my own hands.
Is this that sea monster from before? What the heck's it doing on land?
I'll give you the come on.
I totally forget about this guy.
Helpful as ever.
Quite a boon.
I won't hold back.
Let's get on with it.
You think yourself ninja?
Let's do this together.
You know.
Helpful as ever.
My thanks.
We'll do this together.
Let's make an end of it.
Satisfactory.
I shall rise to the occasion.
We're getting way more XP out of this than I did originally, since I wasn't able to one turn these guys.
Acquired a new power.
Actually,
Monster just said that was the human that once lit off the island's coast, was it not? Yes, the very one we fought off on our way to your shores, only managed thanks to the brothers' efforts. That was how Dill got hurt. Even then, he didn't stop pushing himself. He was stubborn to be talked out of it.
But
Got hindsight now, though, don't I? Can tell he was always like that. The big brother, after all. He felt like he had to stay tough when I couldn't. Mother was the same way. She shouldered every burden all by herself, but I guess that's how older brothers and sisters are.
aye.
Yes, this powder is something Dale gave me. He's still with me that way. We're still fighting together. Same with you, Lady Juna. You and Rella.
naturally.
Of course, the king, her and her wishes with me. That's why I can't lose now. Can't afford to let her see me at my lowest again. Alright, let us crack the crystal then. The strike is yours, Rio. If he does it, that should mean less power for Luis. Doing great, let's find the ones that remain.
Right then.
Look.
Got Commander Mass Dancer ones.
What now?
Increased evasion. I feel like the Fire Goddess fan is better for her, honestly. Huh. Right, it's physical status immunity, huh? I do believe the last one's the barrier changing dude.
Ready? Understood.
Hold on a second.
What now?
That should be enough.
Ready?
All right.
Please take care.
I remember this guy like starts off with like, you know, a specific weakness or not. Look, we got a crystal here too. Let's shatter it and cut off the magla. Careful though, you'll know there'll be a human just waiting to
Keep your wits about you.
Look at the devil. Brace yourselves, it is upon us. And I'm sure if it's the same human that attacked my village. Parasite stuck to your dragon god then. It's already overstayed its welcome. We've beaten it once already, haven't we? Let's get this over with.
It's the human from Yupa's village.
Now
This time,
accept your
we'll make sure it
fate.
stays dead. This'll come on. Follow me.
You can stay.
I owe you.
Much thanks.
This will tell us how easy or tough this is gonna be.
Right on target. Nice
Well,
Perhaps now we strike.
I'll give. Come on. Help me out.
We'll keep safe.
I owe you.
My thanks.
I'm all prepared. Okay. I'll strive for greater heights.
Even I had.
you might as well go with the item acquisition boost from Locke at this point. That's it, the deed is done. Help but remember the day I took Dracodes in hand and truly protected my village for the first time. You chose to live and fight for your village instead of clinging to the ease of martyrdom. Indeed, you showed yourself to be an admirable priestess.
I won't stop.
Now that I've been on this journey with you all, I know I made the right choice. So glad I had the chance to see the world beyond me. To ever reject others and close your eyes, it is protection of a kind. Never see what you do not wish to, but you also never see the beauty of the unknown.
Yes,
Perhaps that is what the Archetype's power is to me. The power to open my eyes and confront an unknown world. Even if it's flawed or full of all kinds of problems, really, I don't want Louis to destroy the world I've come to know. You've got the right idea. No world deserves to be destroyed.
Then.
Now let's knock out the crystal. Go for it, Rion. That's the last of the Magla crystals. Mangling the air is much less dense than when we arrived. The Magla should be weak enough for us to confront Louis. We must go and exact justice. Time's finally come. Let's go. Louis is waiting for us.
Let's do our best.
Get the axe in the closure.
Well then. What now?
Damage from breaking through resistance. Huh. I feel like that's better for him, though. Oh yeah, she definitely has much better options here. Yep. Strunk the fish are? We fought them back in the palace, didn't we?
We've been made. Let's push through. That's all right. How's that? Come on.
That was brilliant.
Here we go. So this is where we're going to be leaving off for the night. Tomorrow's Christmas. Although we've got some kind of funky scheduling stuff going on. So I probably won't be streaming again until Friday, unfortunately. Which is when we will finish the game. And I'll actually go off and have some time to grind and try to actually get all the freaking royal archetypes. I'm sure Louis is going to be far easier than he was when I originally fought him.
What now?
In fact, I think I was missing some of these weapons that we were having here before. I did have the Beloved Greatsword before, but I wasn't using Stroll at all. Like, I don't... A better one for him. Like, I did have the Edge of Calamity. I only had one Utilitarian's Manual. And I wasn't using it until, like, as I was fighting Louise, I had the idea of, oh yeah, she's got this skill, doesn't she? And then started spamming, like, Masquerade's charge a lot. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a lot easier than my first run-through of Louise. But we'll get to him on Friday, I guess. So, thank y'all for coming on out, and hopefully I'll see you again next